Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
Now, to write well, to be a good writer, what must one do?
You have to read a lot. You have to, go with radio, go with TV, go with social media, because a lot is happening now, and they are pretty interesting. The beauty of practicing journalism now is that you can stay in your place there, my place here, and get almost all the information. During my own time, to report what is happening in Britain now, we would be struggling at that time. But now it is not true. The response, what was happening there, the live transmission that BBC made, what do you call the other one, CNN, all those, and you could get them. Even if looking at Ukraine, reporting Ukraine war now, which in my opinion, if you don't mind my language, I don't understand what Russia is doing, because you just don't walk into a place simply because you disagree with the approach, and because you have weapons, ammunitions, everything, and then you just walk into a place without caring what others will feel. Now look at what Russia has done to the rest of the world, especially Africa. Our food security situation is worse than it has ever been just because of Russia. Sad. So that we get all this information without, during my own time, we will scramble to send someone to Ukraine, scramble to send someone to Russia, but they are not doing it now, and they still have all the information.
Okay. Now, which was the most memorable story that you wrote back then?
Wow, it would be difficult to say that because very many things happened. As editor, you will not ask me a story that I wrote. I did not write them. I only ensured that they were published in the right way with all the bits and pieces of information inside. I harassed my news editor. I harassed my reporters to get the everything.
In as much as you just said that you're not a fan of interviews,
Yes.
I want to believe that in your entire career you would have done 1 or 2 interviews as a journalist or as a reporter. Which was the most memorable interview that you did in your active years? The most memorable interview that you did?
Let's put it this way. As a reporter, 99% of the interviews I did were the ones that I covered events, and then would pick out who was relevant and then speak to the person to get more details. But sitting down in the house to say, okay, I will go and interview this person, there were only a few times. I remember, I would say possibly the best I would say I may have done, and I was happy about it, was that the one that I interviewed a top man in the corporate sector. He gave me information, and I came back to the house. I was a reporter then, and Dele Giwa, who was killed many years ago, 19th of October, published it front page. It's not fair to disclose the name of the person that I interviewed. It was from the events that happened at that time that I scheduled an interview with him. He accepted and gave me all the details. And I came in, I think it was a Friday. I approached Dele Giwa, who was editor of Sunday Concord then, told all the story, and before you knew it, he was on his typewriter. 2 of us were composing the story, and he became his front page lead. So that gave me a lot of joy. as a reporter, that meant that I knew what I was doing, and I was proud of it.